Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, guys. What's going on, Midi Innovation Team? So I apologize before we get started. Let me leave my hat off so the light works a little bit better for me. It is currently 5:41 in the morning, West Coast time. I'm in LA, which is, like one of the best places to be for what we do. We've been doing quite a bit, working with numerous producers, artists. Why we've been out here. We have a few more meetings, but we're actually out here for another portion of our business, which is the Royal Business Summit. Take a chance, check it out. I'll probably put some pictures up here and post them into this group session for the entire world to see and enjoy with us. But I apologize because we tried to go live yesterday, and inside this hotel, as you guys can see, we've got a lot of taller buildings around us, and the Wi-Fi has been very unpredictable. So I apologize before we get started in today's open conversation that's recorded now and streaming live. However, we will be keeping our every Friday weekly event happening at 1 p.m. So with that said, let's jump right into it. All right. Today's conversation was really meant for more of a public audience. So I'm going to be checking feeds and checking your guys' replies back. But one of the things that I wanted to really reach out and talk to you guys about is the importance of utilizing this Midi Innovation app and networking. So I'm going to grab my phone here, even though I've got it plugged up and charging, and really talk about all of the different things that we have to our availability. Okay. And one of those things to our availability is this pocket sized computer. We are in 2022, ladies and gentlemen, and our goal here at Mini Innovation is to actually bring that to you so that you can take full advantage of all of the technology, but more important, our app, which is built to be on any device. You can subscribe, you can sign up, you can do all kinds of things. We're going to be having streaming channels. We're currently actually had a meeting late yesterday evening around 11. After our summit, I had another producer and his artist actually come in, as well as the managers of the record company that they represent and another entertainment company, all sitting down talking about bringing some IP content. For those of you who are unaware of IP, you better get aware of it. The intellectual property, okay, that's where the money is. But they're looking at bringing their TV channel over onto our platform so that you guys can enjoy and stream with them. We'll have more on that. So, talking about really what we have here at Mini Innovation, you got to make sure that you download the app and have it 24/7 available. One, you're going to get updates. Two, what you're also going to get is the ability to work and network directly with everybody from a push of a button. So, make sure that you save your password to your account. Once you save your password to your account, you're going to be able to log in, sign in more quickly. For those of you who have accounts that haven't been fully updated with all your information, or you haven't done bios and short bios and things like that, I encourage you. Matter of fact, I implore you, please take the time, utilize that, and make sure that you're being found inside the search engine the best way possible. Because what good is it to have this platform, have this app? It's new. And I apologize for the noise, guys, because as you can see, I'm in the open area, but it's new. Okay. So even though there's not a lot of people that are on the platform yet, there's going to be people coming. And it's better to be prepared and have people able to find you, locate you, network with you now because you can become a power user very, very, very easily. So make sure that you got your stuff saved, updated, make sure that you have the app and that you sign in. Very, very simple. Very first thing I'm going to go through is really utilizing our app. All right. Because I want to make sure that you guys are able to get full functionality out of it. If you have problems, okay, any kind of problems, concerns, maybe some feedback, what I want you guys to do is utilize our or contact us, which is going to be on the homepage. I'm going to show you how to get to it in a second, and leave us some feedback. We check that, we respond to that, okay, daily. In fact, we got bombarded with messages yesterday because we couldn't get online. Unfortunately, I was at the summit and out here, the only way I could do some sort of live was being out in the middle of the day in LA on this walkway. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Sorry. We don't want it to come off too janky, all right. Even though we had some unforeseen events, we had a conference room that was set up where I had it all done and set up. We had guests, but we couldn't get the internet to run reliable, so I had to get up early before everyone else did today to record this. We did not expect that. So again, if you want to go ahead, contact us on the top right. Make sure that you hit the home icon or the three lines. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and down there you're going to see contact us. Okay, utilize that. That is our way to make this app as powerful as possible for you. So the next thing that I want to make sure that you guys know how to do is utilizing the get started icon, which is right underneath your actual section. So when you press that get started section, as you can see, hey, it worked. I didn't think it was going to pull up. You can go directly to our YouTube channel. I've got some drainage because I've been traveling, guys. So my apologies. But once you hit that YouTube channel, we're going to have an actual playlist that actually walks you through our app. Now, our app is constantly updating, so that playlist is going to be constantly updating. And we'll be doing a new update here in December with all the things that have updated in November. Okay. So there's going to be some new videos hitting there. So make sure that you keep your eye out for that. And we'll send out alerts and notices for you guys too. But make sure that you take a second to check this out because my goal and intent, as well as my team's goal and intent, is to make sure that we give you what you need to be empowered on this platform so that you can make the best of it. So, with that being said, let's sit the phone down for a second and let's really talk about Midi innovation and what Midi innovation is going to do here in the industry space. The way I explain it to people is this: you can have Instagram, you can have Facebook, you can have all of the other myriad of platforms. The problem is you have multiple apps, multiple locations, multiple friends, multiple places to have to check, communicate, and network with people. And then each one has different rules. Each one has different abilities. Whereas in this platform, our goal for you, all right, and for us is to be able to have a platform that's going to literally, and I mean literally, allow you to do everything you can do in the other platforms, but have it all in one. Okay. And then grow this to be like the yellow pages, if you will, for those of you who are young enough, or excuse me, old enough to remember the yellow pages and white pages. If not, imagine being with Google when Google first came out. What made Google so powerful and to be what it is today? It's because you were able to get online, look for very specific information. And when you got to that information, what you're able to do is then utilize it and locate people anywhere around the world. Well, now you have that ability, but it's network direct, which means if you're in the entertainment space of anything, making films, having TV channels, a photographer, a videographer, a dancer, an A&R, an artist and repertoire, okay? The list goes on, drummers, singers, okay? Look, this is the platform you need to be on. All right. This platform right here is going to allow you, all right, it's going to allow you to essentially make this like the Google of when Google launched. Okay. It started off, people were like, I wonder what this is. I want to check this out. Now, Google's a household name. In fact, you don't even think about it when you say Google about how many things Google is actually intertwined in, and that's what this is. We're working on bringing to you guys film companies and all kinds of different things. When we go to Nevada before we get ready to come back to Ohio, we're going to be stopping out there and we're going to be meeting more people, other celebrities. So I want you guys to really dive into this app, commit to this app, just give us a chance, help us grow this and become a power user in this space and network, grow, and become the best that you can become. Because even though we do good at whatever it is that we are in, okay, excuse me again, drainage. I guess that happens when you're jumping from East Coast, West Coast, West Coast, East Coast, international, back to West Coast. But anyway, make sure that you obtain this information. Make sure that you use it, okay, and become this power user so that as this circle continues to grow and expands, you're closer to the center at the beginning. So you become one of the people that people talk to. You become one of those people who have all the check marks, right? You become one of those people that become an influential figure, and this creates a revenue stream. We want to make sure that you guys can monetize as much as possible within this application. That's my goal. So before I go any further and kind of wrap up here, what I want to tell you guys is this. My background, I've been in the entertainment space since about 2002 officially. I started before that, but didn't really run it as a business. And as I learned to become a little smarter and business savvy, things transition changed, and I'm where I am today. And I own a holding company that has 17 different companies. We invest in other companies, we invest in other projects, individuals, and we've created apps now. So we have quite a bit of things that we have our hands on. But you know, I want you guys to understand our transition, my transition, in the wave of the future. If I had this back in 2002, 2000, what would it have done for me? And the ability for me who just really grinded harder than others. And there's others who grinded harder than me, because you're never going to be the best. There's always someone, quote unquote, better, right? So you're always in a state of evolution. You're always in a state of learning. So as we progressed and I progressed and the company grew, I'm now, 20 years in and out of the entertainment space, from audio production, mixing and recording, to film work. Okay. We've done stuff that's had international film nods. We've done stuff that has given us the ability to be invited to the BET Awards and the Grammys, the Emmys. We've done stuff that's had us at hip hop award shows. So we've done a lot. We've had over almost 10 people individually that we've managed over these years that have gone and been signed and picked up by labels that are major independents and independents. Now, what does that mean? Is that I've got a pretty eclectic background. I know how to monetize. I know how to do business. I went to school through Berkeley, entertainment. I also went to school through Otterbein University, and then I also was in the military and went through tons of different training there. So I've taken all these combinations of learning styles and information and access to different people along the way, and really have gone from there. So we've grown. Myself and the company. And my hope is, as I'm starting to get to the latter of my career and I'm transitioning into fully passive return income style. I wanted to do something where I gave back and give people a chance to have a voice when they normally wouldn't have a voice. We have a world of talented individuals, including yourselves. And a lot of times it's not that you're not talented enough. It's not that you don't grind hard enough. It's you're not in the right part of the world. You're not at the right place at the right time. You don't know the right person that might be looking for an opportunity, and you don't have a network sometimes to dive into opportunities. So what does that mean? It means that you miss. You have the opportunity to really do something and have a chance to make a good living. Now, what is a good living? It varies for people, person to person. But I tell everybody in the music industry, imagine, imagine here, okay, if you could get it to where you're making a solid 2,000, 3,000 a month, but you run it like a business, all right, and you're traveling, you're doing stuff. It doesn't sound like a lot, okay, but trust me, when you have a very low overhead, because now you can do an entire studio from a computer. I'm on a Mac. I can run and produce an entire project right here. Now can I do it better if I'm sitting on an SSL console? Yeah, all right. I think it sounds better, but that's to be said. The world is digital now, and everybody has access to stuff. My little kids make beats on their phone. So, with that being said, I want you guys to go look. We have a chance to really manipulate technology, and we have a group of people that have built an app, and that app's sole purpose is to allow me to network with people that I probably wouldn't meet any other way. And that's where the opportunities lie. So if you're a network, okay, if you're a person who's not afraid to go out there and say, hey, I'm Jason, who are you? Okay, you have a chance on this app to be able to create a lifestyle that's comfortable, because it doesn't take a lot to be able to do that. If you're doing 2, 3,000 a month or more, okay, in business, guys, that's more than most people make with a career and a degree. And not all of us are going to have careers and degrees. Okay. So that's my hope, my dream. That's my true vision for you. And my true vision for me and all of my friends and my partners that I'm bringing onto this platform. I was hoping that a couple of my partners would be able to make it today, but everybody was like, yo, bro, you doing this at like 5 in the morning. Ain't happening. And I was like, look, man, I got to do it early because this Wi-Fi is horrid. Once everybody starts waking up and jumping on it, the signal becomes unreliable. So I said, it's okay. We'll make it up. I'll go ahead and do an independent live, which is where we are today. So, at my conclusion, because I don't want to make these videos long, I want to make them short, concise, and really let you get to the point of what we're trying to do. In my conclusion, I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for giving us an opportunity, giving us a chance, hopping on this app and helping us grow it because it's free. It's free. Unless you want to use paid features, this app is completely free. It's not about us making money at this point. I do good for myself. My company does good for itself. I don't need necessarily income. Okay. We all want to make money. Let's be clear. But I don't need income. My partners and I are not saying we have to make a certain amount every month. We're going to close this. What we're saying is this, though. We want to be the biggest network section, all right, for entertainers around the world in the entertainment space. And that's not just an actual entertainer, traditional like singer, songwriter, and actor. This is all of the people who make their careers possible and all the people who play small to large roles in it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, my team's heart. I'm going to end this video. I promise to try to be, well, actually, I know I'll be back in the East Coast in our home office and able to have reliable Wi Fi for this coming Friday's video stream. So, peace, love, happiness. Take care.